we're back here on Jigs and Reels and live on the telephone all the way from, now where the hell are you?
We're saying in between Lloydminster and Edmonton right now on Highway 16.
All right, perfect. So you're on the road. We are talking to Mr. supernovaKayne, new album out called Echoes. We're talking with Kayne Ireland, who, by the way, had his album produced and recorded and such by
David.
Yeah, the Midas himself. And, everybody you talk to, he puts his magic touch on everything. And we're going to listen to 3 songs from you a little later on. But let's talk about you first, Mr. Kayne Ireland. You have some history, obviously, in Newfoundland before you headed out west like a saltwater cowboy does. Tell us your history and where you're from and so forth, and the history that your music came from.
Yeah, so big history in Newfoundland. Grew up in Newfoundland. Moved there at a very, very young age.
Yep.
I think I was in kindergarten. Ended up in, I think, Green Carbon. I was checking with my dad yesterday, trying to fact check a little bit. Well, it's like, because it was Trinity Bay, right?
Yeah, of course.
The Green Carbon. Then my dad's from Dildo. And he told me some history about that because you were at the Dildo Brewery, and I thought that was interesting. And
yes.
I didn't know something until when you were hosting there last week, and then he told me something I never knew before. And that was kind of cool. So, we grew up. First few years in Newfoundland would have been around Trinity Bay, and moved to Bay Roberts. Spent most of my childhood there, eventually into St. John's. But we discovered music when I was living in Bay Roberts.
That's what I was just going to ask. So how did you get involved in the music? Got some background?
Yeah, you know what? We're still best friends today. Very fortunate. We all lived about a block away from each other.
Oh, right on.
We just one day kind of looked at each other, and we loved music. I think we were 12 years old. And we kind of drew straws on who was going to play what. I wanted to be a singer. We drew straws. Someone got the guitar player, someone was the drummer. And, of course, unfortunately, our bass player drew the last straw.
Those that are listening.
And we learned how to play. And at a very young age, we met Dave Fitz. He produced our first album. I think we produced that. I was 15 years old, I think. We were 14 or 15.
Yep.
14 or 16, we did the album. They're just outside of Bay Roberts. And so, we played all original music. We played mostly rock.
Yeah.
Definitely a rock band. We did a lot of events in around Bay Roberts, and into our college years, we played around George Street a lot. And that was really good. So that's kind of what got us into music at a very young age.
So you got Nathan from Bay Roberts, Chris from Bay Roberts, Aaron out in your neck of woods, and of course yourself from the Dildo area. So you got the West Side represented with Aaron.
So the reason why the album's called Echoes is kind of like bringing your past back to.
Oh, okay.
That's the idea behind it. Yeah, we came up with the name for that. And because Dave Fitz is, I think it's just an amazing story. He produced that when I'm 15, 16 years old, and then he produced this album.
That's crazy. What goes around comes around and always will go around again. So let's play a track from Echoes. This is called This Place. Tell us the history of this song, Kayne.
Yeah, so it's called This Place Our Home. This should resonate a little bit, but Newfoundland's beautiful. Like, think about scenery. We were in BC, and we were, someone said, I remember I was with this person, and she said, you know what, we're just sitting on the beach, and she looked around at the mountains and the lake, and she said, man, we could call this place our home. And I was like, that's a great song title.
Oh, well, here it is.
That's how it happens. So when you listen to the lyrics in it, you can be anywhere in the world. And it's just about never forget when you're in beautiful places. Because we've always said when you get in a relationship or something, especially early on in the stage of a relationship, sometimes it's just got to remember to go back to those really cool moments that brought you together in the first place. So sometimes you're in this beautiful place and just never forget that moment.
And that's why you call this place our home. Yeah. Jigs and Reels Radio KW, brand new music from Echoes, Kayne Ireland, supernovaKayne. Jigs and Reels Radio KW on 98.5 CKWR. Always got some kick to it. Yet I've never listened to these songs. Oh, it's kind of like a new music Monday with this too, bro.
The sun will set again. The waves keep rolling in.
So these songs, by the way,
This
you're all
place
just uploaded
stays
to the
the
station.
same.
So you should get your 27 cents from SNKonCKWR in about 20 years. Why, yeah, rich and love. That's all I got. Love, brotherly love. That's it. That's all I got. Why do you think Dave has such an awesome studio? Because all the recording he does, all SNKonCKWR pays in. All those 30 cents, eh, Dave? 30 cents a song, you know? Yeah, what do they say? If you get into music to make money, you'll go forward. So, as you know, I'm sure, thus we all have to have it. And again, it's a talent to freaking sing. It's a talent to play guitar. It's a talent to play anything musical. Me, I can't do a goddamn thing on that. So for me to do this is how I repay you guys. But again, it's like, if I had to do this for money, you know, I'd be opening up for you guys singing. And that wouldn't go well. Better than you get paid from Spotify. Yeah, good point there, Brad. Yeah, Spotify. We all know how that can go.
This place doesn't change.
Hello, Lisa Lane. What are you at? Nothing. Sitting here playing some good old Newfoundland music at 6:30. I love the fact that I got like 2 hours now on my show. Because I hated the 90 minutes. Because at least if you and I talk for 15, 20 minutes, we're good. Right? So at least now I got that extra little bit to kind of play some more music. Whereas before I used to do the interviews 10 minutes and I'd be like, crap. Almost time to go home. Yeah, Newfoundland was fun. When was the last time you were home? Kane? Yeah, okay. Oh man, yeah. You know what? August 9th and 10th, right, Carl? Would be an absolute great time for you to come out. Because there's this thing called Jigs and Reels Jam on the Rock Part 2 that's going to be happening Friday, August 9th, Saturday, August 10th, in Carboneer. Shutting the street down if we get a proposal and the talent on our side. I think you'd probably fit really well on that stage, Mr. Kayne Ireland. Okay, well that's not Jigs and Reels Radio KW, and that is of course Kayne Ireland from the Echoes album. Song is called Call This Place Our Home. I got him live on the road. So April 13th, Cheers Live. It is the album release party. It is the debut for the supernovaKayne band. Tickets can be available, and how much, where, and why, and like where and where can you get them?
So what we're doing is trying to do a private show if possible. So I've already talked. So eventbrite.ca. Eventbrite is really cool for any musicians out there. It's kind of like Ticketmaster.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew about it. The guy that runs the event that we're playing at, he's like, all the bands use this. I'm like, what is it? It's so everyone likes everything simple and on their phone. So you go there, you find the event. You can do this anywhere. Set up your own event, buy it. But then it's like a barcode, just like Ticketmaster. So
yep.
People show up to the event. It's on your phone. You can't lose your ticket. And so we're selling them in advance. And then the event is in Lloydminster. And this venue is going to be really cool. There'll be lots of stuff that will come out after we do it. It's online, social media, but it's a beautiful venue that they've started up, and it's dedicated to live music. It's
right on.
Someone got a passion for music, and
good.
They decided to invest a lot into this venue. I mean, it's like spectacular.
Wicked.
It's really cool. Yeah,
that's awesome.
That.
Well, let's go on to another song from this album. It's called Dark Happy Acid. Dave said this is a little trippy of a track, so a bit about it after. Jigs and Reels Radio KW with my guy Kayne Ireland from supernovaKayne from the Echoes album. Jigs and Reels Radio KW 98.5 CKWR. Okay. A little bit of a Metallica sound on the go. This is on my music. Shut up.
I am always.
Jeremy, I know you like this track.
I am Sunday.
Whoa, dude.
I am better falling backwards deeper in your
Oh, this is so
lies.
Metallica, man. Awesome. Holy shit.
I am present. I'm not selfish.
I'm definitely working out to this track
I am
today.
engaging.
Oh yeah.
Falling backwards deeper in your life. I am a god. Who do you think you are? I am the sun. Neptune, you're the one. I am a star. Will you catch me if I fall?
It's a great track. I love it. Holy shit, man. Yeah, we got Francie Barrett sitting on the backside here going, wow. And who's the guitar work? Is this Nathan or Chris? This is you on lead, okay.
I'm not breaking.
Oh, look at Stephanie smashing those lights. Thank you, Stephanie.
I'm not
Remember, if you're on the TikTok
faking.
behind the scenes, this is what we're doing. Behind the scenes, I got Kane Ireland on the telephone line.
I'm not shaking.
Side of it,
Falling backwards
www.kkWR.com.
deeper in your life. I am a god. Who do you think you are?
Brad Norris,
I am the sun. Neptune, you're the one. I am a star. Will you catch me if I fall?
Not tonight. You're right, but yes, I do hear me. Emily Gladys says this is awesome. Emily knows a little bit here too about guitar work. Getting a lot of positives on this game. I knew you would. Oh. Now that we're off screen, dude, this is wicked. Wicked. I see the power says wicked. Yes, I did, Jerry. I did hang out with Brad. Brad is digging. Oh, I like this. Wow, what a... Oh, yeah.
I am a god. Who do you think you are? I am the sun. Neptune, you're the one. I am a star. Will you catch me if I fall?
Don't worry, Brad. Don't worry.
I am a god. Who do you think you are? I am the sun. Neptune, you're the one. I am the dark, clawing at your door.
Wow.
Thank you very much. There's a cool story you want to hear about.
Jigs and Rails Radio KW live. That was beautiful. What an awesome track. Holy Hannah. Little different than we're normally play here on Jigs and Reels, but that's what we're about. Jigs and Reels Radio KW, I'll tell you, plays the songs that some other people don't. That's what we do here. Doesn't matter. That was a wicked track, man. Dark Happy Acid off of the Echoes album, which will be available on all social media platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouMusic, Amazon Music, etc., etc. Album available on April 13th. So, Kane, tell us about this track, because everybody's talking about on the behind the scenes going, love this track. Great track, loving it. Brad Norris is, blaming Sherry about, rumors, but that's on the behind the scenes. That's neither here nor there. That's why we do the behind the scenes. So tell us about that track, dude.
Yeah, so really cool story. So I want to mention Robert Kelly a little bit too. I think you guys all know who he is as well. So that track was co-written with me and a friend of Robert from Fogo Island. And he had this really cool idea, and that breath was his idea.
Really?
So yeah, we co-wrote it back in university or college. I guess we were in college together.
So just a couple of years ago.
Well, a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, look, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a couple. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just a couple, right? Exactly. So, anyways, it's pretty cool. So on that track, so Dave does a lot of the music on it, right? Dave's like, man, you send Dave anything. So I'm playing the lead, but Robert Kelly mastered the album. So Dave produced it, Robert mastered it. Like, so it's all homegrown, right? That song was all created in Newfoundland, even produced and mastered in Newfoundland. And so I know it's a very really cool rock song, but yeah, it was co-written with a Newfoundlander from Fogo Island. Robert got his hands on it. Dave got his hands on it. The 4 Newfoundlanders put that thing together.
That is awesome. So that is wicked. All that was missing was an accordion, which I don't think would work too well. However, if I know a guy that can do a punk sort of rockish style accordion, that would be Kevin Winters. So, keep him in mind if you're doing something, exactly. That guy can do a nice little rock accordion for you. But so this show coming up, we talked earlier about the history of your grandfather and the Dildo Brewery. Let's go back a few steps. Let's talk about that, because you told me about this and I was like, really? There's actually a really cool story. So Sherry, if you're watching from the Dildo Brewery, pay attention to this. This is cool. This is history right here. Go ahead.
Okay, I just found this out. This is you posted Patty's Day.
Yep.
Had all those wonderful people perform, and I watched as much as I could, and you did a great job, by the way.
Well, thank you.
I love that. It's amazing. So anyways, I was checking it out the whole time, and now top of my head, he's like, "That's my mother's old grocery store." I said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, that was across the street from our house." I was like, "I remember that place." He's like, "That's it." And so he was telling me yesterday when he's 5 years old, he can still remember hammering, like they're building the floor. And he can remember that. So it's kind of really, really, really cool to see like the connection. What a small world, right?
It is. And that's that. Now that would have been how long ago? Because Sherry, you're on the behind the scenes. How long has Dildo Brewery been in operation? And then now going over to you, Kayne, how long ago would that have been that your family would have been part of the grocery store moving into building it?
Don't quote me on this, 60 years ago.
Wow.
I think that's right, if I do the math right in my head.
So you were there before it was even a brewery.
Well, I remember being there, and he sent me pictures the other day that he had found, and like his sisters working the counter, and it was like, cool. And then they were Catholic, quite religious, so that no cigarettes and no beer was sold in that place.
Until the Dildo Brewery took over and it went bam. There we go. That is.
That's what's happening. I never knew that.
Well, listen, I'm going to find out from Sherry, and when I talk to Angie later on, send me those pictures, because I don't know if they have anything like that. I'll send them that, and that might be something. Again, it's a history of that location. Now, my uncle Robert Pretty, part of the Pretty clan out of Dildo, he was telling me some stories about that area as well. So, it's incredible. It's incredible, the history of that location. And that is why I'm looking forward to talking with Angie tonight about what's going on at the Dildo Brewery, because that's something that needs to be kept alive and kept promoted and pushed and prodded and just keep going the way it is. Because if it's a 60-plus-year-old facility, let's keep it going for 100+ more.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It is. So, Kayne, I'm going to play one more track. This one you asked for, Typical. Talk to me about this one. Why did you ask me to do and play this one for you tonight?
Okay, so when I write music, I don't necessarily care what I think about the song. I care about what other people think about the song. Because, I think music, if you're writing a song, if someone wants to, they can listen to it more than once.
Right.
Okay? It's not about what I think, right? I always say that. Like, I said to my dad the other day, and it's like, it's up to them now. You know what I mean? I was like, well, it's my music. So that reaction Dark Eddie asked was thank you everyone for that. But that's what this is about. And when you songwrite, it's a miserable process, by the way. I don't think it's it's miserable process. But I love the story quickly on this one.
Yeah.
The mother was late to pick me up one day, and I was like, well, I'm bored. So I grabbed the guitar, and I wrote that in 5 minutes. And it's expanded since then. Like, we worked on that, some bridges in the outro, and Dave did a really good job. We collaborated on this. The song was written, but we worked back and forth on this. And when you hear the guitar playing and stuff like that, the lead, I mean, that's Dave. The song was actually an acoustic song.
And then it turned into what we're about to hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Well, it's not typical for Dave to just do anything normal, as we all know.
I've learned that, yeah.
Yes, I'm sure you have. And Jesse Smith is another guy that's working with Dave, and Aseeth and everybody that's come through. Dave's like, no, let's try this. And it goes, bam. It's like, oh, yeah. So, Kayne, I wish you the best. In closing, I wish you the best on April 13th at your debut band release, as well as the album release. Again, that's in Lloydminster at the place called Cheers. 7 p.m. start, April 13th, eventbrite.ca. So if you're in that area, please do yourself a favor. You hear me supporting Kayne, go and support Kayne and his band at Cheers Live. Sounds like a wicked venue. And then again, when he's online on the Spotify and such, please follow him, download the track, do what you need to do, help him get his name out there. And Kayne, as Carl just said on the backside, if there's a time for you to come to Newfoundland, the Jigs and Rails Jam on the Rock Part 2, I've got a spot for you on stage. You bring your guitar and you will be up there playing your 2-3 tracks, and away we go. How does that sound?
That's amazing, and thank you so much for the opportunity and the exposure. I love what you do, and that's great. Without people like you, it's really hard to get new music out there, so I appreciate everything you do.
Buddy, as I've said, I'm just me. Charlie Pride said it once, so I'll say it again. Kayne, a pleasure, my friend. I wish you all the best, and dude, we're going to do this again. And all your music, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has been uploaded to the Jigs and Rails Radio KW on Live 365. So once you're done listening to this show and you're, during the day, wherever, a lot of people I've been noticing have been listening to it lately, Jigs and Rails Radio KW on Live 365. Download the app. Take it anywhere you go. Kayne, again, thank you so much, dude. I wish you all the best and the best success.
Thank you very much. Enjoy have a great show.
I will, buddy. Cheers, man. All right. That's Kayne Island. What else is there to say? All right, here we go. This song here is called Typical on Jigs and Reels Radio KW 98.5 CKWR. Okay, that was freaking cool. That was awesome. What do you mean? Arthur O'Brien's on here? What? Did I miss something? Did I miss Arthur O'Brien on here? I don't see anybody. Really? Arthur O'Brien popped up? Hello, Arthur.
I've been waiting all my life. I haven't seen a change. I think this is all really strange. We passed along the way. We never thought.
Hello, Miss Gloria.
Something we need to learn. I am the king of my land, waiting for our maiden's hand. No one will ever understand. Hey, hey, hey. You got your mind made up, and I know I missed my cue. This is all just a little typical. Hey, hey, hey.
Arthur stays. He creeps in behind the scenes too, like Ryan did. Arthur, I will tell you right now, there he is. Arthur,
I've been waiting all my life, and now I'm still lost.
It's pronounced Yeehaw. Not
Please tell me before
Place the party, I
I
think is what it is in Gaelic. You guys rock it, man. That was
we passed
that was
along the way.
really
We
good.
never take the turn.
Arthur and I are kind of working on a couple of things.
I am the king of my land,
things for next year.
understand.
Wherever he does his now
You got your mind made up, and I know I miss my cue.
Ross, what's up?
This is all just a little tip of love. Hey, hey, hey.
I wish I could be there on Saturday, but
And that was a chance.
Friday.
It never settled
This
in.
Friday, so I'm sure Route 66, man. I wish you the best. And
Now we live in fear. But that's why we're both
Oh, yeah.
still here. I've been
I can't wait for a
wanting
man
all
to
my
bring out an
life.
album.
I found a maiden's hand. Please tell me we will stand.
2 minutes. You know what?
We walked along the way. We could take the time
Open
together.
this up on this side.
We can make this forever.
Coming up in about
I am the king of my land, waiting for our maiden's hand. No
Forward to that.
one will ever understand. Hey, hey, hey. You got your mind made up, and I know I've been my
5
cue.
minutes yet.
This is all just a little tip of love. Hey, hey, hey.
Dude, you know what? I agree, man. Well, there is that website called Pictures, man. You know, there's a lot on there, you guys enjoy this year. Go and yourself and check out Carl. What do you think? You get this guy? I'm not talking about you. Except for my tax. Yeah, it's wicked. Hey, he's my sister too. It is 6:57 here on Jigs and Reels.